Welcome to Tech Maestro. Last night Elon Musk and Tesla brought Tesla Cybertruck to show in New York City. As you know, Elon Musk is going to be in Saturday Night Live tonight, and also the Cybertruck drove through the city streets of New York City, and I think it's a much better advertisement for Cybertruck. In this video I'm going to show you all the Cybertruck videos and images from New York City. Tesla has brought the Tesla Cybertruck prototype in a rare outing to New York City as Elon Musk is in town for Saturday Night Live. As we previously reported, Tesla unveiled the Cybertruck back in 2019 and only had one known prototype of the electric pickup. Over the few months following the unveiling, the prototype was spotted only on a rare few occasions. CEO Elon Musk was seen driving it to a restaurant in Los Angeles. He also showed the prototype to Jay Leno in early 2020. It was displayed at the Peterson Museum in June 2020 and at Tesla's Battery Day in September, but that's about it. We hadn't seen a Cybertruck prototype for over 6 months until it showed up at the Gigafactory Texas construction site a few weeks ago. Now we learn that Tesla brought the Cybertruck prototype to its New York City store in the Meatpacking District. It showed up in New York at the same time as the company's CEO, Elon Musk, who is in town to host Saturday Night Live tomorrow. Again, it appears to be the same prototype as the one originally unveiled and not an updated version, which Musk has been talking about for a while now. He mentioned the automaker updating the Cybertruck's adaptive air suspension. They also talked about making the truck smaller, but Musk scrapped that plan after a design review in May 2020. While the automaker scrapped plans for a smaller Cybertruck for the time being, some modifications to the design and dimensions are expected. The updated version of the Cybertruck was first supposed to be unveiled late last year, but it has been delayed, and Musk later said that it will likely be unveiled in the second quarter. The Cybertruck prototype is not likely to be in New York for too long. The Cybertruck was brought to New York City ahead of Musk's highly anticipated appearance on SNL tomorrow. The CEO has been in New York since Monday, where he landed at New Jersey's Teterboro Airport and presumably made his way into Manhattan just hours later. However, in typical Musk style, it wasn't a simple appearance and week in New York. It appears he coordinated an appearance for the Cybertruck also to visit the Big Apple ahead of his SNL hosting alongside musician Miley Cyrus. One of the most heavily contested designs in the history of the automotive sector, the Cybertruck is composed of a stainless steel exoskeleton, along with bulletproof glass and several other highly durable features that make it one of the most robust and strong vehicles available to the general public for purchase. While the Cybertruck has been under slight revisions from Musk and other Tesla engineers, he updated the world on the modifications the company plans to make during a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. While the Cybertruck will remain relatively identical to the vehicle Tesla rolled out onto the stage in Hawthorne, California, in late 2019, the company did raise some concerns about the sheer size of the vehicle after a taping of Jay Leno's garage in 2020. Leno, a car enthusiast who has visited Musk in the past to talk about the original Tesla Roadster, wanted to take the all-electric Cybertruck into the Boring Company tunnel in Los Angeles during the episode. A tight squeeze seemed to be one reason why Musk was second-guessing the size of the truck, along with some concerns from potential buyers who feared that the vehicle wouldn't fit into a residential garage or parking space. Therefore, Musk told Rogan on the podcast that Tesla had made the vehicle slightly smaller. Musk said, "That's pretty much what the Cybertruck will look like, with very small differences. You know, we adjusted the size a few percent. Like around 3% or smaller. You don't want it to be a couple." However, he expects volume production to take place in 2022. If it's not at the Meatpacking District store tomorrow, we wouldn't surprised if it potentially shows up at Tesla's new Tarrytown store, which is having a big opening tomorrow. It's a giant new location and Tesla could look to make it a special event with the Cybertruck. Cybertruck in front of Tesla Boss's TV show in New York and competitor Lucid Books advertising space. For a few days, New York not only has one Tesla attraction richer, but two. In the middle of the week, CEO Elon Musk first came to prepare for his appearance as guest presenter of the comedy show Saturday Night Live, SNL. Then he also announced on Twitter that he would bring the Cybertruck to the US metropolis, which shortly afterwards was actually seen in a Tesla branch and on the streets. The competitor Lucid, who wants to build a luxury electric car with an enormous range under the direction of Tesla's former chief developer, has meanwhile made it clear that he intends to use Musk's TV appearance for himself. New York in Tesla fever. Since the launch of the Cybertruck at the end of 2019, the steel pickup has been seen on public roads several times, always with CEO Musk himself at the wheel. He recently visited the construction site for the Gigafactory in Texas, where the Tesla pickup is to be built, with the prototype. Many scenes have now been shared on Twitter in which the Cybertruck, accompanied by a white Model 3 and admired by the curious, drives through New York. In a way, the city is in Tesla and Musk fever, and that the TV appearance of Musk with the musician Miley Cyrus could be quite funny, as a few pre-recorded scenes showed. However, one of the commercial breaks in the show could cause outrage among fans who are very loyal to the brand. Surprisingly, the electric car manufacturer Lucid announced on Friday that its luxury car Air will also play a role in the SNL evening. Obviously, the company booked one of the advertising spaces during the broadcast. This could be understood as a provocation against Tesla and Musk. The CEO claimed again this week that Lucid boss Peter Rawlinson was never really his chief technology officer, although old Tesla publications confirm that. So the relationship between the two does not seem to be unaffected. Rawlinson describes his Air, which is set to set new range records with more than 500 miles ahead of the Model S Plaid Plus, as competition not for Tesla, but for manufacturers of conventional luxury cars such as Mercedes. But when the basic version could be ordered at a price below the Model S long range, the Tesla boss described it as a gauntlet and, in turn, lowered the price. Cybertruck in the TV studio. In this respect, it will be exciting to see what Lucid came up with for one of the commercial breaks during the big Musk appearance, and whether and how the Tesla boss then reacts to it. Apart from that, the show by Musk and the no less unconventional musician Cyrus should also have some other highlights in store. Maybe Musk will even be able to get the Cybertruck into the TV studio. In any case, he only wrote his announcement that the Tesla pickup could be seen in New York after Lucid announced his appearance with the Air during SNL would have. Make sure to let us know in the comments section below, also leave a like on the video.